It's Monday, the 29th of September 2025. Good evening, televiewers, and welcome to the 6:30 p.m. newscast live from Yaoundé, Cameroon's political capital. Coming up tonight, the heat is on as the 2025 presidential election in Cameroon enters full gear following the official launching of campaigns over the weekend. The 12 political parties taking part in the election are crisscrossing the national territory and selling their projects to voters in a bid to secure their votes come Sunday, the 12th of October 2025. And also in this edition, an atmosphere of joy and excitement is being witnessed in Tiko, Fako division of the southwest region of Cameroon, following construction and massive rehabilitation works ongoing at the Tiko seaport. The Prime Minister, Head of Government, Chief Dr. Joseph John Gute, recently visited the site, sparking renewed hope and happiness among denizens of the gateway town of Tiko. Those were the top stories of the 6:30 p.m. newscast. Details of this and more up next. A very warm good evening to you all, and thanks for joining us on this rendezvous of information. My name is Fabrice Kedinga, and we are broadcasting from Yaoundé. We begin the most important thing this night, the 2025 presidential election, where the heat is on as the 2025 presidential election campaign was launched over the weekend. Political parties are busily crisscrossing the national triangle in a bid to lure voters to vote for them come Sunday, the 12th of October 2025. In Bamenda at the Congress Hall, supporters and sympathizers of the Cameroon People Democratic Party converged to officially launch the campaign under the watchful eyes of His Excellency Philemon Yang, the head of the permanent CPDM delegation in the northwest region of Cameroon. We have details of that report courtesy Micheline Beloa.
Party officials, militants and sympathizers converged on the city in large numbers, transforming Bamenda into a scene of political enthusiasm as the ruling party outlined its strategy for retaining power. Speeches highlighted the CPDM's achievements in governance, development projects, and national unity, while also urging voters to return out massively on election day. Regional leaders stressed the importance of the Northwest in the national political landscape, calling on citizens to consolidate peace and stability by renewing confidence in the CPDM. The event featured traditional dances, music, and displays of party colors, underscoring the festive yet strategic tone of the campaign launch. The Bamenda gathering marks the beginning of a series of rallies planned across the Northwest region as part of the CPDM's broader nationwide campaign. Party representatives promised to address local concerns, including infrastructure, education, and economic development, while reaffirming loyalty to President Paul Biya's candidacy. Observers described the event as a key test for the ruling party's capacity to galvanize grassroots support in a region historically marked by political contestation and crisis.
It was the same scenario in Boya at the Independence Square, where Prime Minister, Head of Government, Chief Dr. Joseph John Gute told the people of the Southwest region that President Paul Biya is the only candidate they can trust and rely on for the development of the Southwest region. The Head of Government enumerated several projects which are currently ongoing to make Southwest region great, and he said these projects can only come to pass if they continue renewing their support for President Paul Biya. I was in Boya over the weekend and attended that ceremony. We have highlights in the following report.
The Southwest region is in the grip and the control of the CPDM party. We know it.
Cameroon's Prime Minister and Head of Government, Chief Dr. Joseph John Gute, has reiterated that Paul Biya remains the best choice for the people of the Southwest region. The PM was speaking over the weekend in Boya, Saturday, September 27, 2025, during commemorative activities marking the campaign launch for the Cameroon People Democratic Movement.
The choice of the Southwest region is first of all about a man, Paul Biya. He is a visionary leader, a man of peace, he is a humanist, a man of dialogue, a man highly respected in diplomatic circles based on his very rich experience and wisdom.
John Gute told the people of the Southwest region that Paul Biya is the only one to be trusted ahead of the election.
I think it's clear that the Southwest region has opted to choose President Paul Biya because the Southwest region has seen that the President Paul Biya has put a lot of trust and faith in the Southwest.
John Gute enumerated several significant projects taking place across the Southwest region.
A lot of projects have been going on. We see some of the key institutions of the Southwest. For example, the CDC and PAMO, what the President has done to revitalize these two institutions, which were nearly completely wiped out of the map, and he has brought them back to life. We see the issues of the road, the 89 road right to the Coco is going to be done with a stretch from Butengede to Wea. Many other roads are being carried out at this moment in Lubiana, in Manumba, in Jian, in Manu. And in short, the President of the Republic is a trusted partner of the Southwest region.
In response to concerns about President Paul Biya's age and health, the Prime Minister called these claims unreasonable while asking cocoa farmers if they could simply cut a cocoa tree because of its age. The launching of the campaign brought together CPDM supporters from across the 6 divisions that make up the Southwest region. The launching ceremony ended with a motion of support to President Paul Biya in what reaffirmed their unflinching commitment, love and dedication to greatness and hope. We take you back to Bamenda, where the Social Democratic Front SDF party, amid security concern, braved the odds to pull a mega rally at the Commercial Avenue to launch their campaign for the 2025 presidential election. The presidential candidate Joshua Osi promised the people of the Northwest region that should they vote for him, he will use just 100 days in office to end the Anglophone crisis. We have highlights of that launching ceremony in the following report. Against all odds, the Social Democratic Front launched its 2025 presidential campaign in Bamenda, chief town of the Northwest region of Cameroon, on September 27, 2025. The event drew thousands of supporters, militants and well-wishers at the Commercial Avenue. Presidential aspirant Joshua Osi presented his roadmap for change, emphasizing principles of justice, accountability, peace and federalism.
We will stop the violence in the Northwest and Southwest in the first 100 days of my mandate. On day 1, all the political prisoners who do not have blood on their hands should be immediately free.
He promised to end the ongoing Anglophone crisis within his first 100 days in office through open dialogue and reconciliation. Osi has vowed to prioritize peace in the Northwest and Southwest regions, engaging directly with communities to address the root causes of the crisis.
ID cards must be free of charge and deliverable inside 24 hours. Birth certificate will be automatic and free of charge up to the age of 5 years of the children, and not just the previous.
He pledged to industrialize local production, expand job opportunities, and ensure affordable access to basic services like health care, education, and identity documents. Osi advocated for executive federalism, decentralizing power and decision-making to empower local communities. The Social Democratic Front will tour the 10 regions of Cameroon, spreading their message of change and reform. The party's campaign focuses on addressing the daily struggles of ordinary citizens, with promises of free and accessible health care, education and land titles. The choice of Bamenda as the launch site was symbolic, given the city's role in Cameroon's democracy and the ongoing Anglophone crisis. Osi emphasized that Bamenda has paid the highest price for Cameroon's freedom and that the city must lead the way to liberate the country. Now away from the 2025 presidential election to Douala, Cameroon has marked a historic milestone, 150 years of the Douala Port Authority in Bonaberi. The celebration, which held on the banks of the Vuri River at the close of last week, was more than an economic event. It was a cultural homecoming that blended tradition, history, and modernity. We have this report courtesy our Douala-based correspondent Bertrand Ntomnyoy.
The banks of the Wuri River came alive as Cameroon celebrated 150 years of the Douala Bonaberi port, the country's largest maritime gateway and a pillar of Central African trade. Presiding over the launch of the week-long ceremony was Prime Minister Chief Dr. Joseph John Guti, representing President Paul Biya, alongside government ministers, the Port Authority, and traditional chiefs. Prime Minister Chief Dr. Joseph John Guti, in his speech said, in quote, "The Douala Bonaberi Port is a living testament to our history, our resilience, and our future," end of quote. Chiefs of the Wuri Division performed rituals and the PM unveiled a monument linking the port past to its future. In Bonanjo, the Cameroon National Shippers Council joined other partners and collaborators of the port to stage a week-long exhibition. On the stands of the Cameroon National Shippers Council Maritime Museum, they showcase Cameroon's maritime heritage from Portuguese explorers to modern trade. Today, the port handles most of Cameroon's imports and exports, generating over 119 billion CFA francs in revenue. Under Director General Cyrus Ngol, modernization has turned it into a regional trade hub. For Cameroonians, the 150 years milestone was more than an economic event. It was a celebration of heritage, progress, and national pride.
Thank you, Bertrand. From one port authority to another, there is an atmosphere of joy and excitement in Tiko, Fako Division in the southwest region of Cameroon, following construction and rehabilitation works taking place at the Tiko Seaport Terminal. The Prime Minister, Head of Government, Chief Dr. Joseph John Guti, recently visited the Tiko Seaport Terminal to assess the level of progress being made. During that visit, the Director Delegate of the Limbe Port Authority, Dr. Ndive Thomas Mulungu, assured the public that the road leading to the Tiko Seaport will be completed by January 2026. We have details in the following report. The level of progress at the Tiko Port Terminal, Fako Division, in the southwest region of Cameroon, has been presented to the public. This was during a recent visit by Cameroon's Prime Minister, Head of Government, Chief Dr. Joseph John Guti, on Friday, September 26, 2025. Chief Dr. Joseph John Guti was visibly satisfied and excited at the quality of the work done so far. Dr. Ndive Thomas Mulungu, who is the Director Delegate of the Limbe Port Authority's Transitional Committee, presented what has been done so far to the Prime Minister.
The government approved 5 of our projects, like we mentioned in the pictorial view. Yes, one of them was the rehabilitation of the access road to the town of Tiko. Yes, and it is close to about 46% completion.
The Prime Minister is here to inspect some key projects earmarked for modernization and rehabilitation. These include the 3-kilometer access road leading to the Tiko port, the rehabilitation and extension of the Tiko wharf, acquisition and installation of maritime signaling equipment for the ports of Bota, Ejinao and Tiko.
Happy that the head of government took his time to come and see the project for himself, and we are assuring the population of Tiko that come January 2026, this project will be at its fruition.
The access road rehabilitation, according to Dr. Ndive Thomas, is 46.31%, with the road expected to be completed by January 2026. Dr. Ndive Thomas used the occasion to appeal for more projects at the Tiko terminal of the Limbe Deep Sea Port.
It's a thank you message on behalf of the workers of the Port Authority of Limbe and Tiko, Ejinao and Bota as well. We are saying thank you, and we are pleading that more infrastructure should be given to the ports in this in Limbe, and to build a road that will be sustainable for the next 20 plus years because of the new technologies we are using here and the company which is carrying out the work.
The Tiko Port project, estimated at 8 billion francs CFA, seeks to restore a modern image and create jobs, reason why the head of government was all smiles while addressing the people of Tiko, who turned out massively.
Tiko, oh yeah!
During the event, the people of Tiko used the occasion to reaffirm their allegiance to President Paul Biya in the upcoming 2025 presidential election. Let's now talk about food, because today is observed as the International Day for Awareness of Food Loss and Waste. The day is observed every September 29 to raise awareness about the significant problems of food loss. In the report that follows, Jackie Nyebele says the world is gradually moving towards food scarcity. Her report.
In a world where 1 in 11 people goes hungry while tons of food are lost or wasted every day, it is time to end this troubling paradox. Reducing food loss and waste is critical, especially with a growing global population. Globally, around 13.2% of food produced is lost between harvest and retail, while an estimated 19% of total global food production is wasted in households, in the food service, and in retail altogether. It is time for everyone, from producers to businesses, supply chain to consumers, governments and researchers, to take urgent action to expand and strengthen efforts, both individually and collectively, to reduce food loss and waste towards ensuring a food-secure world now and in the future. The Food and Agricultural Organization and UNEP are the leading agencies for the International Day of Food Loss and Waste Reduction. Food loss and waste undermine the sustainability of our food systems. When food is wasted, all the resources that were used to produce this food, including water, land, energy, labor, and capital, goes to waste. In addition, the disposal of food loss and waste in landfills lead to greenhouse gas emissions, contributing to climate change. Food systems cannot be resilient if they are not sustainable. Hence, the need to focus on the adoption of integrated approaches designed to reduce food loss and waste. Actions are required globally and locally to maximize the use of the food we produce. The introduction of technologies, innovative solutions, new ways of working, and good practices to manage food quality and reduce food loss and waste are key to implementing this transformative change.
You're watching the 6:30 p.m. newscast live from Yaoundé, Cameroon's political capital. Now let's take you out of the country to neighboring Gabon, where anxiety is gearing in that country as Gabonese are expecting the result of the first parliamentary and legislative elections following the 2023 coup. Jackie Nyebele has a compilation of the World News Roundup.
Gabon is awaiting election results that could prove crucial for the leadership of General Brice Clotaire Oligui Nguema. More than 9,000 Gabonese were called to the polls on Saturday in the country's first legislative and local elections since a 2003 military coup toppled the Bongo dynasty. Voters were asked to elect 145 parliament members as well as local councillors who will in turn indirectly elect senators, mayors, and presidents of regional assemblies. An international court of arbitration has temporarily blocked the sale of uranium stockpiles over a dispute between the Niger government and French mining group Orano. The court in Washington, D.C. on Friday ordered Niamey to halt the sale of the uranium which Orano claims has been stolen from it. The court also ordained the release of Orano's representative who has been held in custody since May. In December last year, Niger's military junta took control on uranium operation as part of a wider push to regulate the mining of raw material for foreign entities. Orano license was suspended months later and the company suspended production. With no outright winner in Seychelles presidential elections, the country will hold a rerun vote between the two main contenders, the Electoral Authority said last Sunday. Opposition figure Patrick Emini received 48.8% of vote, while the incumbent Wevel Rakwa gathered 46.4%. According to official results, a candidate needs to win more than 50% of the vote to be declared the winner. The date for the rerun election is not yet to be announced. Following a controversial referendum on constitutional changes on the 21st of September, Guinea's authorities have opened the path to the country's first presidential election since the military coup 4 years ago. Guinea announced in a decree published on Saturday that the 28th December will be the date of its first presidential election in 4 years. This follows a controversial referendum on the constitution on the 21st of September that passed with an 89% score of yes votes according to the official statistics. The referendum also reportedly saw 86% of voters participate but was boycotted by the opposition, which called it an electoral masquerade and said that the results were known in advance.
Let's now talk sports in this newscast, and it's football. Cameroonians living in Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates have continued to celebrate love, living together and unity through football. They have been coming together under the banner of the Cameroon Unity Cup out there in Abu Dhabi. Their intention is to celebrate oneness, is to celebrate the greatness of Cameroonian football on international stage. Match day 2 activities took place over the weekend. Let's now have the opportunity to listen to some organizers and participants of that tournament.
We are here to play the tournament, the Cameroon Unity Cup, and we can be satisfied due to what we are seeing today. People came out, and we are sure that as from today, many people again will come. We are expecting a very fair play match and let the best team win.
We are here today for the Cameroon Unity Cup, and this is the second day of play that I'm attending. And from indications or from the play, first it's a very good play. There's fair play for every team that have witnessed. And beside that, it's also a very, very good gesture because here I've met so many brothers and sisters that for the first time I'm meeting them, and like I couldn't expect this number to be here, and especially Cameroonians. And so I think it's a very good thing for the organizers specifically because it's through them, or thanks to them, that we are able to come together to have fun here.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We have come to the end of this edition of the 6:30 p.m. news. My name is Fabrice Kedinga. Until we meet again, God bless Cameroon.